few days ago, the Cincinnati Bengals decided to trade for Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns. The Bengals will be up without Joe Burrow possibly for the rest of the season, as his backup in Jake Browning isn't faring out well in Cincinnati, leaving the front office and head coach Zach Taylor searching for desperate answers at quarterback. While many options were available, the Bengals, somehow, someway, turned to the fountain of youth, and that is referring to Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns following his struggles so far this season with Cleveland. A 17 veteran, former Super Bowl champion, and MVP is now 3 hours from where he was. The biggest question is, can Joe Flacco save the Bengals season and replicate that success that he had with the 2023 Cleveland Browns team? So here we go. Flacco goes to Cincinnati. He has Zach Taylor as his head coach. He has Dan Pitcher as his offensive coordinator, but we could beg to differ that Zach Taylor is the one that's calling the plays mostly. And then he has Brad Crackthorpe as his quarterback coach. On offense, the line is anchored by Ted Karras and Orlando Brown, and with the skilled players like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Andre Acevas as his receivers. Then you have Noah Fant and Mike Gesicki as your top tight ends. At running back, Flacco will have both Chase Brown and Samaje Perine. Looking at their offensive roster, it seems that the Bengals have a lot of firepower to go around. As of this moment, they sit dead last in the NFL in total offense and 29th in scoring offense. How horrible is that? Really horrible. Especially when they went 2-0 to start off with the season with Joe Burrow before he got injured. Just like every quarterback needs a great offense, a quarterback needs a great defense they can trust to put the game away and to put the ball back in the offense's hands as soon as possible. During Flacco's years with the Baltimore Ravens, as well as the 2023 Cleveland Browns run, he was surrounded by defenses that would go out there and take care of business. Quite sadly, Flacco probably won't have a great defense with the Bengals, from what it looks like. Despite the Bengals defense being anchored by Trey Hendrickson, Logan Wilson, Cam Taylor-Britt, and Geno Stone, this unit is led by an unproven defensive coordinator in Al Golden, and their defense is ranked 30th in both total and scoring defense. The main reason, as stated earlier, that the Bengals went 2-0 to start off the season was because of the offense and Joe Burrow. For much of the season so far, the Bengals defense had played horribly. This is not going to be long, folks, so before I go, I'll say this. With Joe Flacco under center with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincinnati Bengals offense, can he make that mystical magic run there in Cincinnati like he did in Cleveland? We'll just have to wait and see. Is it doable to go 4-0 before their bye week around week 10? Absolutely. Will it be easy? Definitely not. Joe Flacco can give you an arm and leg similar to what Baker Mayfield and Jameis Winston did for their teams. Enough for the Cincinnati Bengals to win games with Flacco, with his strengths. But Flacco also has his inconsistencies also. Flacco can also have a knack of turning the ball over at crucial moments, as his arm strength is still somewhat good as it was with the Ravens, but Father Time, sadly, is slowly hitting him. And with Zach Taylor being his head coach and the real play caller, put those in quotes, on the offensive side of the ball, we won't know what this offense would bring under Flacco. The Bengals will start Joe Flacco this Sunday against the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So Flacco, Zach Taylor, as well as the rest of the offense, will be battle tested from the get-go against a hot Packers defense that's been really doing decent so far this season. This has been another NFL edition of the Eli Speaks Show, and as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. How do you feel about the Bengals trading for Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns? Do you believe they should have went with another option? Of course, they had other options out there, but what would you put as Cincinnati Bengals quarterback with Joe Burrow being out other than Joe Flacco? So let me know what you guys think. And as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for listening.